So that's me. That's me 5 months ago as I reacted to the Transformers 1 trailer. And I am pleased to come here tonight and tell you guys the movie is excellent. The movie is fantastic. The trailer did this movie no justice at all. Does it mean that I was wrong? I don't think so. My video was a trailer reaction. The trailer looked awful. I think there's a lot of people who are agreeing with me there. The movie is far superior than what the trailer made it appear it was going to be. And for that, this old G1 Transformers fan, I was 5 years old when the series launched in 1984. I've been along for the ride ever since, and I am very happy. I will say, Transformers 1 is the best Transformers movie or show I have seen since before Michael Bay. So we are going to talk about some spoilers. We are going to see, this is the trailer running in the background here. But there's some things that I wanted to talk about that I really thought that they got right in the movie. Seeing Alpha Trion, for example. Seeing a lot of the old G1 Transformers. You get to see Jazz. You get to see Hound. You get to see Sideswipe. You get to see Prowl. I mean, they're behind the scenes. I believe that Jazz was the only one who spoke and had his name actually dropped, but you see so many of them. And this is an origins story. It's not canon. So it's like just a fun adventure type film that doesn't really mean anything in terms of Transformers moving forward. Now, if this was canon, would it bother me? I don't think it would. The movie was, it wouldn't. The only thing that I would go, that's weird, is the relationship between Prime, Optimus, and Megatron, or D16. Orion Pax there and Megatron. Their relationship was a very tight one. I mean, they are best friends on the daily. They work together. They're best friends. They hang out after work together. And for a G1 fan like me, we never saw anything like that. We got the origin story, in the Aerial Bots cartoon. Whatever the name of that episode was, War Dawn. I think, I'm just trying to remember. It's been so long. I'm sure somebody will correct me on that for sure. But as far as the relationship between Prime and Megatron go, that would be weird. But man, watching it was such a pleasure. Watching it unfold. And it was the highlight of the movie for me was when Megatron embraced his inner darkness. And he becomes Megatron, and he destroys Sentinel Prime. He had been stopped from killing Sentinel Prime twice, and then the third time, he literally rips Sentinel Prime in half with his bare hands. And at the same time that's going down, Optimus is turning into Optimus. Orion Pax is turning into Optimus Prime. And it was a pleasure to watch that. I mean, it really, really was. There are some things that I felt like it might have missed a little bit. I don't recall any iconic music or riffs in the movie. I felt like it was missing that. Even going back to G1 1984 and listening to the soundtrack of the episodes today, they still stand. They're still good. It would have been cool if they could have played some of those things. But we got to hear the word Autobots dropped. Decepticons were dropped. We learned the origin of their names, which I didn't know. That was new to me. And in a really cool Easter egg, Elita 1 tells Optimus Prime that he doesn't have the touch or the power, and I literally just died laughing in that moment. It honestly, you're not going to believe this, it honestly brought a tear to my eye. That Easter egg, when I went and tried to explain it to my daughter who was there watching it with me, I had tears in my eyes trying to explain that Easter egg to my kiddos. It was such a good origin story with good and evil. Here we are again, clearly defined. It was devoid of any and all DEI agenda. It was a good, wholesome Transformers movie. And I got to say, if they could do that more often, give this movie a sequel. The end credit scene, mwah, so good, you must watch it. There's definitely room to continue and do a sequel. Guys, I can't stress enough, as a G1 fan who doesn't like the Michael Bay movies, the first one was tolerable. I haven't even been a fan of other Transformers shows. I'm a G1 fan to the core and always will be. I could pop in a Transformers movie anytime. And it's not just the toys, mind you. I love the Generation 1 physical media. You see the big family home entertainment big boxes here. I love them. If you don't have these and you're a Transformers fan, you should own these. Every single one of them. They are amazing. Go get these today, because one day you're not going to be able to get them anymore. I love Transformers, and it's so pleasing for me to tell you guys that they did it right. They made a great movie, Out of 10, I'm going to say that this movie was a 9. It was a 9 out of 10 for me. And if you ask me tomorrow and I watch it again, it might be a 9.5. That's how much I enjoyed this film. And I need you to understand, I didn't anticipate that going into this. I didn't anticipate that at all. I thought it was going to be what we got in the trailer, you know. Now, there were jokes. The jokes in the trailer were in the movie, but the timing of them was so good, and they didn't bother me. Now, Bumblebee saying Badassatron like 5 different times in the movie kind of did feel like overkill a little bit, but I'm even going to give that a pass. Like, some of the things I found myself laughing out loud was really, really good. And I loved seeing it. It was an old school Transformers feel where they have to go off on a mission. They're against the odds. They run into some other people. I thought the voice acting was very well done, especially with Steve Buscemi and Starscream. Another criticism that I guess I could say is, as an original fan, like myself and like a lot of you guys, it would have been nice to at least hear Peter Cullen in some form. I mean, hell, let Peter Cullen be Alpha Trion. He doesn't have to be Optimus. Now, it literally pains me to say that, but here's the thing. Peter Cullen is way up there in years, and we're not going to have him forever. If he wants to do Optimus Prime, then he should be allowed to do Optimus Prime, and I will always be in that boat. But Chris Hemsworth did a fine job. He really did. I just would have liked to have seen Peter Cullen cast in the movie in some role so the fans could go, there's Cullen, let's go. It would have been nice to do that for Peter and the fans of old. But I got to say, man, this was extremely well done. Every movie property, franchise that's talking about rebooting something or bringing something back, this is how you do it. This had a Cobra Kai this movie is to Transformers as Cobra Kai is to Karate Kid. That's how it felt. It didn't feel like the Star Wars sequel trilogy. That doesn't feel like Star Wars at all. Totally different. Or the Star Trek reboot. Ugh, awful, unwatchable. So this, very well done, very happy with it, and I'm man enough to come on here after making the reaction from 5 months ago and say, I'm glad the movie was fantastic. It feels good to make a video praising something. Go watch this film. Go support this film. If you love Transformers, buy a ticket if you're not even going to support this effort, because this deserves to be rewarded, guys. All Transformers fans, this is something that we could all unite behind, in my opinion. So that's going to do it for me, guys. We are You Are Echo Base Network. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.